Good morning. I am Ryan Clifton Bowling. I hope you all are having a great day. I'm still a little under the weather, so my nose is a little stuffy, so bear with me here. Keep me in your prayers. I want to get right down to it. As we all know, the Jussie Smollett, whatever that guy's name is, he's been found guilty, obviously, and he didn't get away with this lie that he fabricated. So he's been found guilty. Now I didn't watch the case or anything like that. I just saw from other videos and saw the headlines that he was found guilty. It seems like to me there wasn't a whole lot of deliberating with the jury because it was clear that this was made up. So he's been found guilty. But that's not what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about what I feel like is obvious anyway. That's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is something that really stood out to me. I seen this on my Facebook page, and I was seeing several postings about the Emmitt Till murder. And the woman that supposedly accused Emmitt Till of looking at her and I guess the white mob got together and killed him and so forth, beat him so bad that his face was disfigured and so forth. And I guess this case came up all of a sudden, Now what I want to talk about, if this is true, because that isn't the first time I've seen it. I've seen it somewhere else where the case of the Emmitt Till is being conducted at the same time the Jussie Smollett, whatever his name is, was being done. Now, here's what I want to point out right up front. Have anyone, or is anyone, if this is accurate, is anyone paying attention to what's going on? And I said this on the Facebook page when I responded to this one black guy who was saying, okay, yes, Jussie Smollett or Smollett, whatever, is found guilty. Yes, well, I hope they do the same thing. I hope they find this woman guilty who accused Emmitt Till of looking at her and he was beat to death. I hope they find her guilty. And I'm saying to myself, does he understand what's going on? Here's my deal with this. First and foremost, let's look at this situation. Why all of a sudden something that happened decades ago is being resurfaced at the same time that this Jussie Smollett whatever is being done? Think about that for a moment. You know what I really think is going on? I told this guy this, and I posted this in response, and I said, man, we're being played. I said, are you paying attention to what's going on? Why is the media mentioning a case that happened decades ago, in league or in line with this case with this Jussie Smollett celebrity fabricating this race hoax? Why is this being mentioned at the same time? And I told him, I'll tell you why. It's because they know that the vast majority of black people are emotional and dumbed down. That's why. They know that, see, you gotta understand, this Jussie Smollett was so obvious. It's so obvious. Everybody in their grandma know that he made that up. White, black, Hispanic, pygmy, green, Martian, alien, King Kong, Godzilla. They all know that this man made this up. So it would be, excuse me, it would be very, very hard to say that he didn't make this up. You would have to be as blind as you have to be more blind than Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles to sit up and say, well, no, he didn't make that up. Everybody and their grandma knows this man made that up. It would be very difficult to come up with some kind of way of trying to justify what he did. So it seems to me that the media and the powers that be say, hey, let's bring up this case that happened decades ago with Emmitt Till, bring this up at the same time, at the same time that this Jussie Smollett situation is going on. Does anyone see what's going on? And I guarantee you a vast majority of blacks are going to fall for it. This is what makes me angry. This is what frustrates me. You can put stuff before people that's so obvious that anybody should be able to get it. And they'll look at it. They'll see it there. Oh, I don't believe it. It'll stare them right in the face and they still won't believe it. They still won't accept it. And then they wonder why. They wonder why they're so full of rage. They wonder why they're walking around with a chip on their shoulder and can't explain why. It's because the media and the powers that be, the Marxists and infiltrators, are making a buffoon out of you. My point is simply this. Don't fall for the okie doke, people. Don't fall for the okie doke. Even if this woman, okay, in this Emmitt Till situation, need to be held responsible for this, why are they mentioning this now? Why are they bringing this up now? That's decades old. Why are you bringing that up now? I'll tell you why they're bringing it up. They're bringing it up to keep the division going, especially among blacks. Because as long as the vast majority of blacks walk around, yeah, man, where they do them? Yeah, okay, he innocent, but what about this right here? And that guy on Facebook, he acted just the way a lot of black people are going to start to act. He's acting just the way the Marxist infiltrators want him to act. Yeah, man, you know, that's right. But what about Emmitt Till? First of all, if he had paid attention, the guy on Facebook had paid attention to the situation with the Emmitt Till situation, he should know that back then it was considered illegal for a black person to look at some woman like that. This was during the laws, during the Jim Crow laws. These were laws in place. You couldn't do that. So it was illegal. It was in the books. So even though it was atrocious, even though it was morally wrong, even though it was evil, it was legal. So even if this woman said this type of thing and this white mob came out here and did what they did, this horrible, unspeakable evil against this guy, that was legal. Only now are they trying to bring justice. But why would you mention it now alongside this Jussie Smollet situation? There are so many, think about this. And people, and I've been reading on this from Mark Dice's books that he highlighted in one of his books. He highlights all the different race hoax that's been created by unfortunately, by a lot of African Americans. And you got to think about this. If America is as racist as Jussie Smollett or Kool-Aid Smollett, whatever his name is, okay, if you got to sit up and make up and fabricate these lies to push this idea that racism still exists, then it seems evident to anyone with eyes to see and a brain to kind of think that maybe it ain't as bad as it was back in the 20s and 30s and 40s. I'm going to say it to you right here. It's not. Okay? Cut it out. Cut it out. If racism is as bad as Jussie Smollett and all these other lying hoaxers are trying to create, if it's as bad as they say it is, then why make up a lie? Leave it where it is. You don't have to make up anything. Just let it be the way it is. If the KKK gonna come out, let the KKK come out. Let them do what they gonna do. You don't need to fabricate nothing. You don't need to make up a noose and hang it on a tree. You don't need to do that, man. But why would you do that? Because it's, let me calm down. Let me calm on YouTube. Let me calm down. But it angers me. It angers me that people got to come up with these lies. Now, I hope this Jussie Smollett guy get the full brunt of the law. He probably not. It's probably just a show. Probably just a show, a smoke screen. He probably gonna get a slap on the wrist. People gonna feel sorry for him. One person, I think was Kamala Harris, made a statement about him being, not Kamala Harris. I forget that politician's name or that individual's name. Made the statement that, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can find this. Well, I just lost it. Oh, no, I didn't. Kamala Harris made this statement. She said, and this kills me. She says, Jussie Smollet is one of the kindest, most gentle human beings I know. I'm praying for his quick recovery. This was an attempted modern-day lynching. No one should have to fear for their life because of their sexuality or color of their skin. We must confront this hate. I don't know when she exactly said that, but I guess this is some kind of tweet that she created some time ago. Really? They play these Democrats play this identity politics all the time, man. And people fall for this identity politics. People stop falling for this. You're being played like a violin. Stop it. Stop voting for these knucklehead liberal politicians or any politician that plays the race game. Stop playing the game with them, folks. I'm just going to be real with you. Stop playing the game with them. But I just wanted to mention that. Have you guys heard anything about the Emmitt Till case being mentioned? Because that's what I saw. And I found it ironic, and I had to say something about that. Because if that's the case, we're being played. We are being played. Why would you bring that up right now? Something that's decades old, you're going to bring it and set it aside alongside this to cause more division. Man, come on. Wake up, people. Wake up. But I just wanted to say that about that guy. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Have you heard anything about this Emmitt Till situation? What do you think about the Jussie Smollett situation? Is he innocent? Is he not innocent? So far as I'm concerned, he certainly ain't no innocent man. But what do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, share this video, and subscribe. God bless you all, and see you again.